Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from the Kyle Yastrzemski career replay using Inside Pitch Baseball. It's a game from Wednesday, May 24th, 1961. Game number 34 of Yastrzemski's rookie season. And they're going to be taking on the dreaded New York Yankees. And as I can see already, I have a photo glitch here, as they have not played the Yankees yet. So this is a picture from 1967. So give me a second, I'll be right back to try to fix that photo. Again, I'm playing the 1967 season too, so with Inside Pitch Baseball, you don't have separate files for each season as far as the pictures go. They're all under one thing, and it's just under the name, not the year of the team. So the photos you have for 1967, you have to swap out with the ones you have for 61. And right now I'm currently building that database there. I've got most of the 1967 photos in, and the 61 photos. This is probably one of the last AL teams anyway that I don't have all the. Well, I do have all the photos for it, but they're just in a separate file. It's kind of weird with Inside Pitch. You have to do the photos for each season. And if you switch from one season to another, you have to change the photos around. So, but anyway, not a big deal. I'll be right back. I think we got everything fixed. Took us a lot longer than I thought it would because we hadn't played the 61 Yankees yet, so we had to change all their 67 photos or any blank photos that we had there. So it took us a little bit longer than we thought, but anyway, we're back now. And you have Ralph Terry on the hill for the Yankees. Ralph Terry was 16-3 in 1961. Of course, the Yankees won the World Series 4-1 over the Reds in 61. So the Yankees had a great team, great youth and everything. And I noticed when changing the pictures out, just the how much they aged over the next 6 years, especially like Mickey Mantle and other L. Downing and other Yankee guys aged quite a bit in those 6 years. But they were definitely a powerhouse back in 61, not so much in 67. But anyway, 16-3 with a 3.16 earned run average, 188 innings pitched, 162 hits allowed, 86 strikeouts, and 42 walks. So the Red Sox have their hands full against Terry. Let's see here. So for the Red Sox, their lineup is going to be as follows. It's going to be Chuck Schilling, the second baseman, will lead it off. He'll be followed by Gary Geiger, the center fielder, getting a start today. The rookie Kyle Yastrzemski will play left field and bat third. Batting cleanup is Jackie Jenson, the right fielder. Russ Nixon is behind the plate today, batting fifth. Pete Reynolds, the first baseman, will hit sixth. Frank Malzone is having a great year, bats seventh and will play the hot corner. Don Booten Budden, the shortstop, will hit eighth, and Gene Conley is on the hill for the Red Sox, batting ninth. So Schilling comes in with a .248 average and a homer and 8 runs batted in so far this season. The Red Sox are currently 15-18, which was their actual record coming into this game. And they would lose this game 3-2 to the Yankees, who were then 19-15. So the Yankees didn't necessarily start off that great, just a little bit over 500. But would, like we said, eventually win the World Series over the Cincinnati Reds 4-1. So, all right, so Ralph Terry looks in for the sign from Blanchard, and the defense behind Terry is going to be Lopez in left, Maris in center, and Berra in right. Yogi Berra getting a start in right field. He would play left and right field later on in his career. Not so much behind the plate. Maris all average defensively, average range, with Berra being the most sure-handed in right and having a above average arm. Maris with a slightly better arm in center, and Lopez with an average arm in left. All with pretty low error ratings, except for Maris, who's kind of high for an outfielder with 9. So in the infield, it's going to be Boyer, Kubek, Richardson, and Skowron. Kubek and Boyer extremely good on the left side of the infield. way above average, with Richardson and Skowron below average on the right side. Quebec, slightly high error rating, but not too bad for a shortstop. Rest of them pretty decent error rating. Blanchard behind the plate, average, with a below average arm and a high error rating. So the Red Sox, if they can get runners on, will likely run against Blanchard. And Terry on the hill with above average range and extremely good error rating, does not commit any errors on the hill. So Terry looks in for the sign from Blanchard. Schilling steps in the box. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit for Schilling. So good start for the Red Sox, as Schilling gets on with a leadoff single to lead the game off. Gary Geiger up now, getting a start today. Geiger hitting .257 with 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Terry working out of the stretch now. Skowron holding on Geiger. Looks in for the sign. Looks at the runner, kicks and delivers. And possible error on a throw if there is one here. And F9. There is no throw since it's a hit to the outfield. So it will be caught by Berra for out number 1. So the Cal Yastrzemski up now. He's got his average up over 203, hitting .203 with 3 homers and 17 runs batted in. He would actually go 0 for 3 in this game with a run scored and a walk. So let's see if we can help his average out a little bit. His average at the end of today was 248, so we're quite a bit below that, but see if we can get him a couple of hits today. So Terry looks in for the sign to Yastrzemski. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, it's going to have a Fenway Park, a Yankee Stadium ballpark, so this could be good for Yastrzemski. But it is not, as he grounds to Richardson. Can he turn 2? He'll get the lead runner over to Quebec for 1, but back to first. And it's not going to be in time as Yastrzemski beats the return throw. So Yastrzemski reaches on a fielder's choice, now with 2 down. Skowron holding him on. Yastrzemski is somewhat of a threat to steal, but he won't be stealing here. As Jackie Jenson comes to the plate. Jackie Jenson having a great year so far, hitting .352 with 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. Terry looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. And it's going to be a possible wild pitch. No wild pitch or a pass ball. Terry, very good control, did not throw any wild pitches. Pass ball rating of 1 to 4, so Blanchard's able to block that one as Yastrzemski holds. So 6-6. That's going to be a fly ball to center. And Maris is there to make the catch. So nothing doing for the Red Sox in the first. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Gene Conley on the hill for the Red Sox. He's been struggling so far this year, hitting just 1 and 2 with a 6.45 earned run average. 29 to 30 innings pitched, 37 hits allowed, 5 walks and 15 strikeouts. So the Yankee lineup is going to be Tony Quebec, the shortstop, will bat first. Batting second is the left fielder Hector Lopez. Johnny Blanchard will bat third and be behind the plate. Batting cleanup is Roger Maris, the center fielder. Batting fifth, the right fielder Yogi Berra. Batting sixth, first baseman Bill Skowron. Clete Boyer, third baseman, will hit seventh. Second baseman Bobby Richardson hits eighth, and Ralph Terry on the hill is hitting ninth. And you can see one glaring omission is Mickey Mantle is not in the lineup. I'm not sure if he is available, but he's not in the starting lineup. He did not pinch hit. I don't think he did. Let me check here. Oh, he did pinch hit, so he is available. So getting a day off today. And midweek day off. So we'll have to keep an eye out on Roger Maris' statistics, as this was the year he hit 61. Just going to take a look at his stats real quick here. Let's see if he homered in this game or not. I could at least get a base hit here. Let's check it out. And he did. Roger Maris hit his 8th home run off Conley. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see how many home runs Maris has up until this point. So defense behind Conley is going to be Yastrzemski in left, Geiger in center, Jenson in right. All average except for Jenson, who's above average in right. Good error ratings for all. Yastrzemski the most error prone with a rating of 7. Geiger and Jenson very, very good with only 3 ratings. All outfielders have above average arms. The infield is going to be Malzone, Budden, Schilling, and Runnels. All average except for Schilling, who's above average range. And Schilling the best, most sure-handed. Schilling and Runnels on the right side, the most sure-handed. With Budden and Malzone the most error-prone, especially Budden. Behind the plate is Russ Nixon, who is awful defensively, as bad as you can get, range-wise and arrow-wise, and with a below-average arm, so not a very good defensive backstop. Conley on the hill commits quite a few errors and has average range. So Kubek steps into the, let's check out Kubek's statistics. So Kubek getting his first at bat of this, well, actually we can't go by that because we're only playing the Red Sox games. So on the season he's hitting .276 with 8 homers and 46 runs batted in. So Conley looks in for the sign from Nixon, kicks and delivers. And that is going to be a base hit off Conley's card as he lit up a lot of singles to left-handed batters. So Kubek is on. Runnels will hold him on. Kubek not a threat to steal. That'll bring up Hector Lopez now. 222 on the season of 61 with 3 homers and 22 runs batted in. And that's going to be a fly ball to Geiger in center. Calls for it and makes the catch for out number 1. As Kubek makes his way back to the bag at first. Catcher Johnny Blanchard up now. He hit .305 in 93 games with 21 homers and 54 runs batted in. So Blanchard had some good power behind the plate. And that is going to be hit to center. And of course the motorcycles are going to come out now that I'm recording. It seems to always happen. So 2 down now for Roger Maris, and let's check out his stats. Actually, we can't. I forgot about that. We're only playing the Red Sox, so we won't have Maris' stats, but that was the year he hit 61 homers. A great race between Mantle and Maris. And again, like we said, at this point, he did hit his 8th home run today off Conley. So he's off to somewhat of a slow start, and this is being May 24th, so almost 2 months into it. He had only reached 8 home runs almost at the end of May, so he would later turn it on as the summer heated up. So those amazing numbers there with 142 runs batted in also. So let's see what he does here against Conley. Looks in for the sign, looks back at the runner, kicks and delivers. And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop Budden, and he'll handle it over to Runnels, and that'll do it for the Yankees in the first. So the Yankees do not score. Each team with a hit in the first inning, so after 1 full, no score. It'll be Nixon, Runnels, and Malzone for the Red Sox against Terry. Nixon comes in hitting .258 with 6 runs batted in for the season. And it'll be a ground ball to Richardson over to Skowron for out number 1. Pete Reynolds up now, having a good season so far, hitting .321 with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in, is already equal to his home run total for the entire season. So he's likely to break that at some point in the season. 3-1. 1-1. And that's going to be a fly ball. Maris calls for it, pounds his glove, and makes the catch. So Frank Malzone now having an excellent season. .359 with 5 homers and 21 runs batted in. And possible error on the play here. I'm going to do an error check. And that is going to be hit to his splits here. And that is going to be a double and an error. So Maris has trouble handling it. Just it would have been a double anyway, but he has trouble picking the ball up after it hit the wall, and Malzone is able to take the extra base. So runner on third with 2 down now for Don Button with a chance to put the Red Sox ahead. Button having a good season so far. In 21 games, he's hitting .327 with 12 runs batted in. Chance to add to that RBI total. And that he will not get it done as he lines out to the third baseman, Boyer, to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Berra, Skowron, and Boyer. Berra nearing the end of his Hall of Fame career. Berra hit .271. Still had the pop, though. 22 homers and 61 runs batted in 119 games. Conley looks in for the sign from Nixon. Kicks and delivers. And that's going to be, could get down there Yankee Stadium, and it will. So that's a ballpark hit there. Berra reaches with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. So Bill Skowron up now. Skowron hit .267 with 28 homers and 89 runs batted in. So a great season for Skowron in 61. Ronald's holding on Berra. Berra not is somewhat of a threat to steal. Not going here. Skowron did not walk that often, especially against righties. Does not walk here. Instead, he'll hit a ground ball to Button. Button's only play is to first as Berra advances into scoring position. So 1 down now for Clete Boyer. Boyer, .224 hitter with 11 homers and 55 runs batted in. Chance to put the Yankees ahead here. Ooh, home run check. So it passes the home run check up here. So 35% chance, 1 through 7. So if the blue die is 7 or less, Boyer will have put the Yankees ahead 2-0. He does not. And it's a long fly ball to Yastrzemski. Back up against the wall and makes the catch. So Boyer thought he had a home run there. But Yastrzemski's there to rob him. Berra has to hurry back to second. So 2 down now for Bobby Richardson. .261 hitter with 3 homers and 49 runs batted in. Played in all 162 games back in 61. In fact, I believe that was the year that they expanded to 162 games. So it's going to be a ballpark check at Yankee Stadium. We'll see what this is going to be, and that is going to be a base hit. That will put the Yankees on the board. See if Richardson's going to try for the double, and he will. He'll be in there safely as the throw comes home. And the Yankees are up 1-0 on the RBI double by Bobby Richardson. So Ralph Terry up now. Pretty good hitting pitcher. Hit .227 with 5 runs batted in. Has scored 3 runs. Chance to add to the Yankee lead here. Conley kicks and delivers. And that will be hit right back to the pitcher. Throws over to first and retires his counterpart. So after 2 full, the Yankees lead 1-0, thanks to the RBI double by Bobby Richardson. So Gene Conley will lead it off. Also not a bad hitting pitcher. He hit .219 with 2 homers and 8 runs batted in for the actual season. Hitting .222 so far in the replay with a run scored. Terry kicks and delivers. And he'll draw the walk. Wow, didn't draw many, but he draws one here. So Conley with a good eye there. Conley definitely not a threat to steal. So Chuck Schilling up now. I think we're going to have him bunt. He has a 5 bunter. Try to get that tying run home. As Conley, here's a chance he could hit into a double play here. Not much. He's got a very low double play rating, but we're going to bunt anyway. Pinky Higgins calls for the bunt. Boyer and Skowron are charging. And it's hit back to the mound. Only play us to first. So Conley moves up on the sacrifice by Schilling. So chance for Geiger to tie the game here. Geiger 0 for 1 so far today. And that's going to be hit to the first baseman, Skowron. And it'll get the runner over. But now with 2 down. So a chance for Yastrzemski to put the Red Sox on the board here. And he will not as he goes down on strikes. So Yastrzemski unable to get the job done. We'll head to the home half of the third with the Yankees up 1-0. Top of the order, Quebec, Lopez, and Blanchard up for the Yankees. Quebec singled his first time up. He'll ground this one back to the pitcher. Conley handles it. Fires over to first for the out number 1. Lopez 0 for 1 so far today. And he'll strike out swinging. So Conley gets his first K of the day. So 2 up and 2 down for the Yankees in the third. Johnny Blanchard looking for his first hit of the day. And that's going to be hit to right. Jenson's there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So we'll head to the fourth with the Red Sox down by 1. It'll be Jenson, Nixon, and Runnels if anybody gets on Malzone for the Red Sox. Jenson 0 for 1 today so far. Mr. Brody is saying this is the inning the Red Sox are going to get on the board. And he is correct. Wow. Mr. Brody calls the home run there. Mr. Brody takes offense to Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming calling him a closet Red Sox fan. Mr. Brody takes offense to that and calls a home run right there. So Mr. Brody with the called shot from Jackie Jenson. Mr. Brody says, "Take that, Anthony." All right, Mr. Brody. Good call there. So Russ Nixon up now with the game tied at 1 after the solo shot by Jackie Jenson. And that'll be hit to left. Lopez is there and makes the catch for out number 1. Pete Runnels up now. And that's hit to center. Maris is there. Makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox. Well, now, after the home run by Jenson. How soon I forget. So Frank Malzone up now. Doubled his first time up. And does not strike out. Instead, fights it off and hits a weak grounder to Quebec, who fires over to first to end the inning. But the Red Sox tie the game at 1 on a called shot by Mr. Brody as Jackie Jenson hits a solo home run. So we'll head to the home half of the fourth with Game tied at 1. Roger Maris up now, 0 for 1. Flied out to leave Yastrzemski his first time up. Oh, Maris though with a chance now. He is going to connect here and tie this and break the tie here. So Roger Maris goes deep as he did in the actual game and puts the Yankees back on top 2 to 1. Conley definitely not happy with that one. So like in real life, it happens in the replay. So Berra up now. So Maris answers Jenson's home run with a one of his own. So Berra singled and scored his first time up. And can they go back to back? Yes, they can. So Berra homers here as Maris and Berra go back to back, and it's now 3 to 1. So the Yankees answer double. Yankees a very powerful team, especially at the plate. So Skowron up now. Skowron looking for his first hit of the day. And can they go back to back to back? Oh my goodness. So Skowron goes deep. So I don't think I've ever had that happen before. So Mr. Brody's very silent now. Not very happy with this here. As Maris, Berra, and Skowron go back to back to back. Wow. And it's now 4 to 1. And the Yankees fans are going crazy. See what Clete Boyer's chance is here. Clete Boyer is a righty, so let's see. There's still a chance, though. Let's see. 5-3. Oh, just missed. Oh, this is still a possibility, though, with the Yankee Stadium check. That would have been an exciting thing, as that would have. Let's see here. No, that wouldn't have fallen in because that was only one. Or what would have? Yes, it would have fallen in 1 to 18. So that would have been a possible home run, depending upon what happens on Boyer's card. But let's see what happens here. This could be back to back to back to back here. 5-3. There are a bunch of home runs on this. This is a possibility. Here it is. 5-5. No, it won't be. But it will be a single. As Boyer reaches. So 4 straight hits, 3 homers, and now a single by Boyer. And Red Sox pen is getting busy in a hurry. As the wheels have fallen off of Conley's cart. Chet Nichols warming up and Tracy Stallard warming up in the pen for the Red Sox. Wow. So Richardson up now will put the Yankees on the board in the first place. Gets a chance here. They're going to go with the hit and run. And that'll be a base hit. Boyer will be held at second, despite the hit and run. So runners on first and second. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs across already on solo home runs by Maris, Berra, and Skowron back to back to back. So Terry up now. Looks like he's going to be hitting away here. As Conley's control hasn't been very good. But he does get him. He strikes him out. For finally the first out of the inning. So Quebec up now. 1 for 2. Oh, as it fights off an inside pitch, almost gets a hold of him. And fights it off and is able to turn on it and get it inside, but didn't have much on it. And Jenson is there to make the catch. Runners hold. So 2 down now for Hector Lopez, 0 for 2. And that's a ground ball to Button, up to Reynolds, and that'll do it. But damage is done as Maris, Berra, and Skowron go back to back to back to put the Yankees on top 4 to 1. The only good news about that is they're all solo home runs. But still, the Red Sox find themselves in a hole 4 to 1 against the Bronx Bombers. So Button up now. Red Sox with some work to do now. And that's a ground ball to third. Boyer handles it over to Skowron for out number 1. Gene Conley up now. Let's see what Conley's... He's still got a lot left in the tank. Pinky Higgins still has faith in him. He's going to let him hit. Still early yet. And he'll fly out to Maris in center. Makes an easy catch for out number 2. Top of the order, Schilling up now. 1 for 1. And does not draw the walk. Instead grounds out to Quebec for out number 3. So the Red Sox go in order in the top of the 5th. So halfway through, it's Yankees 4 and Red Sox 1. Conley back out there for another inning of work. Blanchard lead it off. He's 0 for 2. Ooh, and that's going to be a double. And that is going to be it for Conley as Pinky Higgins is coming to the mound. Does not want him to face Maris, Berra, or Skowron again. And Mr. Brody agrees with that one. Mr. Brody is even calling to take him out. And let's see, are we going to bring in Nichols or Stallard? Nichols would come in next and pitch 1 1/3 innings. I think we got 2 lefties coming up, so we are going to bring in Nichols. So Maris will come in and face a lefty here, Chet Nichols. He's having a good season. 1-2 record, but with a 2.13 earned average, 12 2/3 innings of pitched. He's only allowed 5 hits, 6 walks though, quite a few walks, but 6 strikeouts. That's still a good whip of less than 1. So Maris, who homered his last time up, started a chain reaction as Maris, Berra, and Skowron will all go deep. Nichols looks in for the sign from Nixon, looks back at the runner Blanchard, kicks and delivers. Oh, thankfully he's a righty, because that would have been a possible home run against a lefty. Actually, he didn't let up many home runs. Thank God he's a lefty, not many home runs against righties. But did not allow any home runs against lefties, it looks like, with a 0 rating here. Right-handed batters got some home runs off them. So let's see what Maris can do here. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank God he's a lefty, because that would have been I believe a home run. If it falls in 1 through 9, yeah, that would have been a home run. So Maris had such a great season that he has a home run off of his. I think that split there is a home run 2 on the 3 column. But this is a home run on the 2 column, 2-6 against righties. But thankfully Nichols is a lefty, so if we would have had Conley still in there, that would have been most likely a home run there, I believe. So instead, it's just a long out as he flies to Jenson to deep right field. And Blanchard will hold, not having much speed. So that one taken to the wall. So Maris almost went back-to-back there. Berra up now. He's 2 for 2 with a homer, 2 runs scored and an RBI. And no wild pitch there, as Nixon's able to block it, amazingly. And that's a fly ball to right. Jenson's there to make the catch. And again, Blanchard will hold. So Nichols went out a way of keeping it a 4-1 game. Skowron, though, is in his way. Skowron is a righty, though, so Skowron homered his last time up. And he went off for a base hit. And Jenson's got it. He's up with it. Throws it home. Nixon blocking the plate. And Blanchard is going to be thrown out by Jenson. So a great throw by Jenson to keep this a 4-1 game. Hopefully that'll turn the tides there and get the Red Sox dugout and line up back into this game. And the few Red Sox fans that are here, Actually, there are quite a few Red Sox fans here. See if that'll get them back on their feet here and change the momentum here. So great throw by Jenson to throw out Blanchard trying to score from second on a 2-out single. He didn't get a very good jump despite there being 2 outs. So Geiger lead it off, 0 for 2 against Terry so far. And this didn't seem to faze Terry at all as he strikes out Geiger, this time looking. So Yastrzemski up now, 0 for 2, struck out last time with a chance to put add to the Red Sox score. Put them ahead at the time. And Yastrzemski will go down, so Terry comes back, puts out any momentum the Red Sox may have gotten with 2 straight strikeouts. Jackie Jenson up now, he homered. He's 1 for 2. Again, with that, see if that great play that he made motivates him to, avoids the strikeout and flies this one to deep center, but Maris, it'll stay in the ballpark as Maris makes the catch. And that'll do it. So the Red Sox cannot take advantage of the momentum there of Jenson throwing out Blanchard last inning, and Terry sets him down 1-2-3. So ahead of the home after the 6th with the Yankees up by 3. Clete Boyer to lead it off, 1 for 2. Nichols back out there again. There is action in the Red Sox bullpen as Tracy Stallard is up and throwing. So Bobby Richardson up now. He's having a fine day. 2 for 2 with a run batted in. And he'll draw the walk here, though. So Terry up, and I think we're going to leave Terry in. I think he's got a lot left in his tank here. Oh, yeah, he's got at least another inning left. And that will be hit to Button at short. He goes to second for 1. The return throw is not in time as Terry's able to beat it out on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs now for the top of the order. Quebec 1 for 3. And he'll ground out to Button to end the inning. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th, and we head to the top of the 7th with the Red Sox down by 3, still 4-1. Russ Nixon will lead it off. Hitless on the day so far. Terry back out there on the hill. Avoids the strikeout. And he'll fly out to Lopez in center, who makes the catch for out number 1. Pete Reynolds, 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll fly out to Lopez also for out number 2. So Frank Malzone, 1 for 2 with a double. Grounds this one to Quebec over to Skowron, and that'll do it for the Red Sox as they go 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. So 7th inning stretch time here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees with a 4-1 lead. Yankees will send up Lopez, Blanchard, and Maris up against... it won't be against Lopez. It's going to be against Tracy Stallard. So that's going to be it for Nichols. So Tracy Stallard having a rough season so far. Would start some games, be out of the pen. Kind of a versatile spot starter. 0 for 2 though on the season so far with a 5.52 earned run average. 16 1/3 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed. So 11 strikeouts and 13 walks. So can be wild at times. 1-2. Higgins is calling on him to keep it a 3-run game. So let's hit the center. Geiger's there to make the catch, and Lopez is retired. Johnny Blanchard 1 for 3 with a double up to the plate now. And that's hit the Geiger in center. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. For Roger Maris, 1 for 3 with a homer. And this could be it again as Roger Maris goes deep again. Wow. So Roger Maris hits his second home run of the day, this time off of, oops. I gotta undo that. I hit it twice. Hopefully that'll just take off one of them. If not, I gotta do the home run all over again. Yep. So I gotta do the home run all over again. So Roger Maris goes deep. There we go. Only hit it once. That's the thing with this game inside pitch, though. A lot of it's manual input, so you got to be careful not to hit something twice. So Roger Maris hits his second home run of the day to make it a 5-1 game now. So Yogi Berra now 2 for 3 with a homer, 2 runs scored. And can he go back to back? No, just misses this one. And it's going to be a long foul ball down the right field line as Jenson gives chase, but it's just foul. He's back in the box. And he'll ground out to Terry Weekly 10 in the inning. But damage done as Roger Maris goes deep for the second time today. And it's now a 5-1 game. So Terry back out there again. It's definitely likely to be his last inning, although he did pitch a full 9 innings, so we might see if we can get him to do a complete game as he did in the actual game. So 2-6. And it's going to be Yankee Stadium check, and that will be hit back to Terry. Flips over to Scowen for out number 1. And we're going to bring on a pinch hitter for Stallard. And I think we're going to bring in Vic Wertz or Joe Ginsberg. Vic Wertz did not. Joe Ginsberg did not get that many at bats. That's a lot. So I think we're going to save. But we'll let Ginsberg because he did actually play in this game. So Joe Ginsberg will come in to pinch hit here. So Ginsberg with his first at bat in the Red Sox uniform. At least the first one that we have of him. He would only hit .222 with 5 runs batted in. I believe he played also on the White Sox in '61. I think it was. That's where we got him from. Could be wrong on that one. I know he played on another team, so we had to import him to the Red Sox for this. All right, so Ginsberg steps in the box. Terry kicks and delivers. Does not strike out. Manages to get a piece of it. Next pitch. Flies out to Berra and right. And makes the easy catch for out number 2. So Chuck Schilling up now. Schilling 1 for 2 on the day. And he'll pop out to the first baseman, Scowen, to end the inning. So let's see who we're going to bring in here. So Dave Hillman will come in to pitch to the bottom of the 8th. Hillman also having a rough season so far, as many Red Sox relievers have. 1-0 record with a 5.29 ERA, 1 save, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 25 hits in those 18 innings. 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. So Bill Scowen 2 for 3 with a homer. And he hits this one deep to left, but this one will stay in the park for Yastrzemski, who makes the catch for out number 1. So Boyer steps up to the plate now, 1 for 3 on the day. And he is going to hit one out to Jenson, who makes the catch for out number 2. Bobby Richardson 2 for 2 on the day with a walk. RBI. And that's going to be a range play on Geiger, and he's not able to get to it, and that'll drop in front of him. So Richardson remains perfect on the day now, 3 for 3. And we're going to let Terry hit for himself with a 4-run lead here. Again, Terry not a bad hitting pitcher here. And he's going to get himself a base hit. Richardson will hold at second, so Terry gets himself a hit. Brings up Quebec 1 for 4. And that is going to be a fly ball to center. Geiger has this one sized up and makes the catch. So ahead to the top of the 9th. Not a save situation. Terry will try to close it out here. He'll face Geiger, Yastrzemski, and Jenson. There is action in the Yankee bullpen just in case. So Terry kicks and delivers to Geiger, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. It's going to be a range play. And that is, Scarron's not going to be able to get to that one. That's going to go down the line. Bear up with it quickly, feeds it back in. As Blanchard goes out to talk to Terry, try to buy some time just in case. Make sure the Yankees relievers are warmed up there. So Yastrzemski up now. Struggling so far today. As he has in the season, average now below 200, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. And that's going to be a range play. And 10, that is going to be a triple for you. Oh, no, it's not going to be, as Maris makes a great diving catch in the gap to rob Yastrzemski of extra bases. That would have been that would have came down. That would have been a triple, but Maris with a great catch there. So Maris doing it both offensively and defensively today. And Terry very happy with that as he preserves his complete game possibility here. That definitely would have, most likely would have been his last hitter if that would have dropped in there. So Jackie Jenson up now as Yastrzemski continues to struggle 0 for 4 now. Did show signs of coming out of it, but it's going to be tough against the Yankees here. So Jenson up now. He's homered today. 1 for 3. And that is going to fall in there for a base hit past Terry. He'll stay in the infield, but Richardson is unable to handle it. So first and second now. And that is going to be it for Terry, as he's going to have to exit the game now. And they're going to bring in Luis Arroyo, the closer. So he'll come in. So Red Sox got a little rally going here. Runners on first and second with 1 down. Down by 4, though. So this is a save situation now as the tying run is on deck. Excuse me. So Arroyo was 15-5 in 1961. Had a very fine season. 29 saves. 2.19 earned run average, 119 innings pitched, only 83 hits allowed, 41 walks, and 87 strikeouts. It'll be Russ Nixon, 0 for 3 on the day. And do we want to pinch hit for Nixon? I think we do. So we're going to bring in, this is a good time to bring in Vic Wertz. Oh no, he's a lefty too, though, so we don't want to do that. Do we? No. No, we don't want to bring him in against the lefty. Let's see here. Who else do we have on the bench? Carroll Hardy, possibly? Jim Pagliarone. I think we could bring in Jim Pagliarone. 16 homers. I think we're going to bring in Pags. So Jim Pagliarone is going to come on the pinch hit. Having a fine season so far. 318 with 5 homers and 18 runs batted in. So Royal looks in for the sign from Pagliarone, looks back at the runners, kicks and delivers. And Pagliarone will go down on strikes. He tried to get the Red Sox within a run, but Just a big swing and a miss there. So Red Sox are down to the last out. Pete Reynolds. Can he get his 4th home run of the season and bring this game to within 1? Pete Reynolds is a lefty, though. Oh, boy. And he's having a rough day today, so I think we're going to bring in, even though he's a left. Let's see. Do we want to bring in Vic Wertz? Nah. Who else do we have on the bench? I think we're going to bring in, I know it's a lefty on lefty, not very. We could bring in Pumpsy Green. Yeah, I think we're going to bring in Pumpsy Green. Pumpsy Green is going to come in instead of Vic Wertz. So Pumpsy Green, 246 on the season so far, but does have 4 homers and 12 runs batted in. Switch hitter. Bats from the right side against the lefty Arroyo. Arroyo looks in for the sign from Blanchard. Looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. And he'll go down on strike, so he gets him swinging. And that'll be it for the Red Sox as they fall to the Bronx Bombers by a score of 5-1. Thanks to that 4 big bombs by the Yankee hitters, including 2 by Roger Maris, 1 by Yogi Berra, and 1 by Bill Skowron. Jackie Jenson hit the lone home run for the Red Sox, counting for the only run the Red Sox got, and they fall 5-1 to the Yankees. So the Red Sox keep pace with their record, as they did lose this one game in actuality. A little bit closer, 3-2 in the actual game. So take a look at the box score here. So Yastrzemski with another rough day, goes 0 for 4. Let's see, Ralph Terry gets the win. 8 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. So fine performance by Terry. Couldn't quite get the complete game as he did in the actual game, but Luis Arroyo comes in and gets the save. Pitches 2/3 of an inning, striking out 2 batters. He was masterful in those 2 batters. Gene Conley gets the loss. He's now 1-3, 4 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, and 3 big home runs to Maris, Berra, and Skowron, all back to back to back. So Chet Nichols pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit. He was pretty good. Tracy Stallard pitched an inning, laying up a hit and a run, a home run to Maris. And Dave Hillman pitched the final inning, allowing 2 hits. So for the Yankees, Quebec 1 for 5. Hector Lopez 0 for 4. Johnny Blanchard 1 for 4 with a double. Roger Maris 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. 2 runs batted in, 2 solo home runs, including a great diving catch, robbing Yastrzemski of extra bases. So I think we're going to give, I think we're going to give Roger Maris the player of the game. As well as Terry would have got the complete game, we would have given it to Terry, I think. But I think we're going to give it to Maris as he hit 2 solo shots and robbed Yastrzemski of a hit at the time that would have at least knocked in 1 run and made it more interesting. So I think we're going to give Roger Maris player of the game there. Yogi Berra also had a fine day, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI, also went deep. Bill Skowron 2 for 4 going deep. Clete Boyer 1 for 4. Bobby Richardson quietly had a great day, 3 for 3 with a RBI, and including a double and a walk. Ralph Terry on the mound was 1 for 4. And Ralph Terry, no, he didn't strike. Yeah, I thought he had stolen base. He struck out once. Luis Arroyo did not get an at-bat. So that is it, as game number 34 is in the books. And the Red Sox fall to 15-19, which is, again, their actual record on the season. Yastrzemski 0 for 4 on the day. So his average now dips below 200. So he's having a rough start to his Hall of Fame career. But still a lot of season left. So that'll do it here from Yankee Stadium, as the Red Sox fall to the Yankees by a score of 5-1. So take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next Kyle Yastrzemski career replay using Inside Pitch Baseball, game number 35 against the New York Yankees once again. And we'll check the pitching matchups here before we let you go. And it looks like it's going to be Billy Muffet going for the Red Sox against Whitey Ford. So another tough pitcher for the Red Sox to face. And we'll see if looks like Mickey Mantle's still not in the lineup as he's battling some injuries there. Despite having a great season, he was battling some ankle and leg injuries there. So we will see you in game number 2 of the series. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.